Hey there gamers, DreamcastGuy here, and today we're talking about the PlayStation 5 Pro because it's now been officially a couple weeks since this console initially came out. And to be honest, a lot of the games that are getting these Pro patch upgrades, I'd say about 95%, are getting some pretty big boosts. Games like Spider-Man, some indie games, Call of Duty and stuff, they look and play better, having cleaner frame rates, higher resolution, just across the board. The performance is kind of nuts, but notice I said 95% are running better. We have discovered that 5% of games on the Pro are just breaking. They're just straight up breaking, and a lot of PlayStation fans are actually pissed, and people are even saying, how is this possible? The PlayStation 5 Pro is very expensive. I mean, obviously, a $700 console at its cheapest is just a wildly big price tag. But even for raw power from a technical standpoint, the console is a beast. How is it having so much trouble? Well, we think we have figured it out. Let's talk though. Hi, hope you're having a great day. And if you could, please give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. This is my 6th try fighting this. I am so sick and so tired, but I wanted to get out of bed. I've been stuck in bed for days. Let's talk about video games. Thank you for watching and liking. I promise I'll be healed up soon. But for the last week, I've seen a lot of conversation and stuff from YouTubers, from content creators, and by a lot of channels and stuff that count frames and stuff, saying, how is it that games are looking worse on the Pro? So keep in mind, PlayStation 5 Pro is not an automatic upgrade. There are dev kits that were sent to developers, and especially big AAA companies like Konami and what's going on with Remedy and Alan Wake 2, they've manually been making these big Pro patches, but some of them have definitely not been good. Some of them have actually been removed. Alan Wake 2's patch has been removed, and now they said they're going to be working on that for the next month or so. The Silent Hill 2 patch has also been removed, but people are basically saying, how? Now, I did see this great comment where someone said, okay, let's not blow this out of proportion. It is a couple games have a few issues. And this is correct. This is not a widespread problem. Your PS5 Pro is not, exploding. But the fact that it has issues at all is embarrassing, says this person here. And I think that's a good point. The fact that the Pro came out and isn't as fluid as it should be is still a very strange problem. But people think they've figured out what it is. Sony has invented this new technology called PSSR. It is AI upscaling. Now, kind of the general idea behind it, from what I've read, is that instead of running a game at 10K, 4K, instead of making it run at 4K, raw graphics, it takes more time, you can have more pop-in. Running stuff at raw 4K also means you need 4K assets and stuff. The idea of PSSR is that it can automatically upscale 1080p images up to 4K, meaning that things can run better. You could have stuff that's technically over 60 FPS. In fact, a lot of PlayStation 5 games are already running above 60 FPS with the Pro upgrade. But the idea is basically this PSSR will help make games that already look good automatically look better, right? Well, it turns out this PSSR, it's not as automatic as you think. It's not super clean cut, and it sounds like this is the main problem a lot of developers are struggling with. Now, I saw this post over on Twitter by Videotech. This guy, Ben, extremely cool guy, does a lot of Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead Redemption content, as you can tell by his very sweet Red Dead Redemption profile picture. But he said, speaking from my experience with the PS5 Pro, I don't recommend it. A handful of AAA supported titles look worse due to PSSR, and nearly a month after launch, these games have not been fixed. Games like Silent Hill 2, Star Wars Outlaws, and Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Avatar, and stuff, these games are rather busted because of their Pro patches. Wait until 2025 to buy this thing. If you're a GTA fan, hold off until Rockstar announces the details of the Pro enhancements we're getting for GTA 6 because they're definitely going to support it. Now, I've seen a lot of journalists saying, wait a minute, games run worse on the Pro? So what really kind of kicked off this conversation more than anything else is Digital Foundry. Digital Foundry has been doing these really crazy good hyper analysis, actually looking at every single aspect of the performance of these games after the patch, with each of the patch revisions and the games that get the patches removed. And essentially they're saying it's frustrating that these games don't run better. It's disappointing. In fact, this is one that's kind of wild. This is the new patch they just released for the Avatar game, right? Now, I'll be honest, I played it, I reviewed it, I did not care for this game, but a lot of people do like the Avatar game. You know, props to y'all. Look at that pop-in. Well, hold on. Go back when he looks at the mountain. Watch this. Look how bad the frame rate is. Oh my God. That shadow pop-in. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm about to plug my base PS5 back in. I want to play the new Star Wars update, but the PS5 Pro makes it look worse. Here's Digital Foundry using the Pro patch for Avatar, and it has the same issues. This is insane. In fact, one of the patches that just got rolled out, I wanted to make a video about this 9 days ago, but I've been busy with other stuff and obviously being bedridden for a bit, but there was a launch patch for Silent Hill 2 that came out when the Pro came out, and I thought it was pretty decent. It definitely ran pretty smooth. It took care of a lot of that frame hitching that existed in certain parts of the world of Silent Hill 2, but apparently they managed to fix it by removing PSSR. The game runs better. The game runs better because they removed PSSR. Like, I feel like that is damning, right? Maybe I'm alone in this, but the fact that your new technology is so difficult to learn, it runs this badly. Now, I got one more post to show you over on Blue Sky. This one is wild. So I've quoted Lance McDonald a lot. This guy, very, very smart guy. You know the Bloodborne 60 FPS patch? The fact that some fans made a 60 FPS patch where if you jailbreak a PlayStation 4, you can install this patch and actually play the entire game at 60 FPS. That was made by this dude, Lance. So he has been tinkering around with the Pro and looking at the code and stuff like that. And he says on PlayStation 5 Pro dev kits, you can enable a setting called base mode emulation, which switches the system back to a normal PS5. With so many games looking worse on the Pro, they need to add that feature to retail firmware. Heck, just let us have that extra GPU power, but lie to the software about what console it's running on. No one wants lower render resolution, but PSSR will upscale it so you can't tell. We can tell it looks like crap. It's interesting that this is even happening, that people are talking about removing features from the Pro. Personally, I've been playing the Pro a lot, and I think that games do look a lot better, especially stuff like Gran Turismo looks way, way, way better. I've been playing the Pro patch. It's absolutely insane, but some games seem to just be busted on the Pro. Something I saw is, oh God, actually I've done this video because I'm about to vomit. I love you guys very much. If you liked the video, please like the video and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching that video. If you want to see something else, you can always click this link to see what I put up last, or, subscribe and see what's coming up next. Also, I promise that whatever I do, it'll try not to suck.